it's a late night recording of a Just Greg. Different kind of a timing on this for me to record. Doesn't make any difference for you guys, but for me it is because it's a little after going to the bar. So we're going to be a little aloof, as it were. Nonetheless, I was inspired. Welcome to the Just Greg podcast, based off of The Bar is Open with Beth and Greg. Go out and check out The Bar is Open with Beth and Greg. Like and subscribe to this channel. You'll find all of our cool stuff. Also, go out and hit iTunes and Spotify. Leave a 5-star review on all of that, because we definitely deserve at least a 3.5 or 4 or 5 star. Something like that. But we would appreciate that. Go out and do that. Just Greg is basically just me talking shit. I am the lesser half of The Bar is Open with Beth and Greg. So, gives you a little background on that. But the part that I want to talk about tonight really is Beth and I were out tooling about. We went and ate lunch. Pluckers. If you've ever heard of Pluckers, it's a chicken wing place. Fucking great wings. At least this one was. Last one, not so good. This one was great. So we got to give shout out to those guys. But we went to an old haunt, and it's called Pete's Place. I probably should have worn their hat. I literally own a Pete's Place hat. And really what it came down to, what the inspiration for this, and I'm gonna say it's inspired by these two folks by their first initials, K and J. These folks came in. Beth and I, we were actually getting ready to leave. We're thinking about, bailing out. Heading back, take care of the dogs, do all of our normal stuff that we would do after going to, having lunch. Then we go to another bar and have a quick drink and then head home, right? Nothing too much. But K and J show up, and basically they are wearing, all right, one thing you need to know about me is I'm from New England. I am a New England Patriots fan. I've been a New England Patriots fan my entire life. And I see these folks show up, and it's basically this. It's basically like right here, right there, right? It's those guys. They show up. They're wearing New England Patriots gear in fucking Helotes, Texas, bro. K and J. I'm like, they sit down right next to me. I'm like, nice New England gear. Cheers, bro. What? Who does that? Nobody wears New England Patriots gear around this fucking place. No one. No one. I've never seen anyone walk into a bar in Texas wearing New England Patriots gear aside from these two people. K and J, you guys fucking rock it. But the idea behind this is, this inspired me, is we started talking. We just started talking. And it made me start thinking, how hard is it when you were 30 plus? I'm 48, dude. You guys know this. That's like 39 and plus 14 or something like that. How hard is it to meet new people, right? That's what their inspiration gave me. We hit it off like that, dude. It was fucking cool. We started shooting the shit. I know where that guy's fucking from. He's from Massachusetts. He's from this place. She's from West Coast. We know how they met, right? And Beth and I were sharing dog pics. We're doing all of the fucking things, right? They've got a pool. We've got a pool. Fucking, it sucks. It's too hot here. It's fucking whatever. We start doing these things. It's cool as shit when you can actually have a conversation with somebody that you have like common ground with. But it's rare. What I'm thinking is this. One of the challenges of growing up and meeting people, one of the challenges of growing up is meeting new people that you actually have something in common with, right? Like I've got my buddies. Everybody's got their buddies. Beth's got her best friends from college, right? I've got my best friends from high school and maybe one or two from college. Not even. They're basically all my high school buddies. College was a little different for me. You meet a shit ton of people throughout your life, right? But do you actually know them? Do you want to hang out with them? That's the fucking first thing. Like, okay, we all go to fucking work meetings or work luncheons or dinners or whatever. Are those the folks you actually want to hang out with? Sometimes, yes. Like when you work at a company like I have for 20 years, you're going to meet some fucking, it kind of they weed themselves out, right? Like Beth and I have some really, really, really good friends from the firm, right? But outside of work, how do you meet new people? It's a challenge. It literally is a challenge. It's trying to figure out, okay, what do you have in common besides just going to the bar and hanging out and drinking beers? Like Beth and I, we go to the bar, we hang out. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. We're back home generally by like 7. We've had a couple beers. We're just there to chill out, hang out, see a different like fucking environment basically outside of like our backyard or our garage. And I'm sure a lot of you guys do the same fucking thing, but K and J, they fucking roll up, right? They're like, my oldest is watching the kids. We need to be here. We're fucking they're hanging out, dude. They're there for they got a 16-year-old watching the fucking family. They're not too far away, so don't go judging K and J. They just wanted to go out and have a good time, right? But we get to have a conversation with some people that just sit next to us, and we're like, hey, but all it took was a little bit of an icebreaker. That fucking Patriots hat, that Patriots shirt, right? Fuck yeah, dude. New England, fucking Helotes, deep south. If you don't know where Helotes, Texas is, we are in San Antonio, just west side of San Antonio, dude. It is South Texas, bro. These guys were awesome. Jay goes and orders some shots. Granted, we're only a mile from our house, and Beth and I have only had like a beer or two apiece. We're good. We didn't ask. She just randomly, we're kicking it. She orders some shots. We had a tequila, nice cold tequila. I don't know what kind of tequila it was. It was pretty good. But you go, holy shit. That's kind of fucking cool, right? We don't know these people that well, but we've already talked about our dogs. We show because right, we're dog people. That's how we talk. We talk. Oh, my fucking kid. No, we don't have kids. We talk about our dogs. We show pictures of fucking Mickey, Lucy, and fucking Henry, and then the cat Milo. And we give them the goddamn down. All that's bullshit. They've got real human kids. I guess. You know what? God damn it! Next time, Jane, we need to K and J rather. We need to ask you what your kids' names were. But nonetheless, we do plan on kind of hanging out again. Excuse me. Most of the times you're going to meet people are going to be at work, the gym, someplace, right? And where do you find that, like at 35 plus or 30 plus, where do you find new people to meet and make lasting relationships with? That's a challenge. It really, really is a challenge. Beth and I, we're good friends with our neighbors back in Phoenix. And you know what? I mean, time goes by and you stop talking, right? And it's just life. Life goes on, right? Like life moves. But I have friends that I've talked to every single day, Brian and Corey and TJ and all those guys, right? And Jay Howard and all you guys. But how do you make new friends outside of being at work? Because you're working fucking how much? Working 50 hours a week, 60 hours a week, or whatever. You're there. You're at your firm. I call it the firm for me. You're at your firm, right? You're doing those things. You're fucking busting your ass, or you're working from home, right? If you're working from home and you're on Zoom, you have no human interaction with anybody. You can't make a fucking friend, technically. I mean, you can make friends, right? Unless you're going to like a fucking bowling league. Yeah, fuck it. You got to do some sort of extracurricular shit, right? So that makes me think, and that's why Kay asked, he's like, hey, where do you do jiu-jitsu? And I was like, fuck yeah, come. It's nothing that's going to kill you. It's not going to do anything. But it is over the years, it has become a social network, if you will, of people that I can rely on. That if I need to fucking talk to, I need to reach out to. I've had Crystal on my podcast. I've had Crystal on the podcast several times, right? Jonathan's a close friend. He's my coach, right? I've had Sammy and I've had several people from jiu-jitsu on the podcast. I consider them close friends, right? When you're rolling with somebody that close, like you're all hugging, you're pretty goddamn close friends. In most cases. But you start thinking about those things. You start thinking, how do I meet new people? That's how. Getting out. Going out and meeting new people, doing new things, and then being open to just, hey, the dude with the Patriots, maybe you're an Eagles fan and you're in fucking Florida, right? And I'm not talking like going to an Eagles bar. I'm sure there's an Eagles bar down in Kissimmee, Florida. Guarantee it. Right? Go find one. But it was cool as shit. We just sat there and shot the shit. We talked about the pizza trucks outside. We talked about the food. We talked about the dogs. We talked about all of these things, right? With the sole intent of like, yes, let's exchange information and let's make it happen. Let's go hang out the next time, right? And the key is you got to make the fucking next time, right? We will do that. We will absolutely do that, right? Other things. Just be your fucking self. Beth and I are pretty fucking straightforward. I don't think you're going to find any more straightforward people. Beth talks a lot. I talk a lot. We have the gift of gab. Sometimes we can over talk and we apologize if we did that. Anyway, it was amazing to just get out and, potentially spark a new fucking friendship with some people that you just don't, you know what I mean? You wouldn't have seen, you wouldn't have met had we gone to another place. Because we were literally like, all right, what do you want to do? We're coming back from Pluckers. We got our chicken wings. We ate those. What do you want to do? We got an hour to burn, a couple hours to burn. Turned into an hour and a half conversation sitting at, Pete's place down the road. So with that, what I want to share with you guys, or make sure you guys understand, is fucking it doesn't take much. Put a little bit of fucking conversation out there. Meet some people. Especially when you start getting out of your 20s and into your 30s. And Beth and I've said it multiple times, we're advancing in our ages. We only have so many more years to meet new people, God damn it. I'm just kidding. That's the joke of it. We can meet new people anytime. You can meet new people anytime. You go to a fucking painting club. Go do something. Go do something cool. Go fucking join a kayak. Is that a thing? Kayaking clubs? Go do something where you can meet a new person or a new couple or a new whatever, and you want to fucking expand your group. Because this woman and this man that we met tonight, she's a nurse. He was in the Navy. He's now a data scientist nerd. I call all of you data sciencey people nerds. They're amazing. They got kids. They do all the things. You know what I mean? And we wouldn't have met them otherwise. So we look forward to going and hanging out with those guys. But you guys can do that too. So with that, I'll leave it at that. I hope you all start a new conversation with somebody. Go out, like, subscribe to The Bar is Open with Beth and Greg. That's where you'll find the Just Greg podcast. Kind of little exclusives, if you will. Go out on iTunes, Spotify, all of the places you can do that. Also on Facebook and Rumble if you're ever so inclined. With that, I'll catch you next time. Cheers.